My friend, welcome back to a brand new video. Let's get right into it, bro. You see in the title, yes. Before I talk about it, bro, take this with a grain of salt. It's not confirmed, right? It's not anything like 100% happening. If I'm giving percentage, I do 80% confident. Feel like this is going to happen, bro. I feel like if you didn't realize what happened, Dana White was announcing hella shit last night, and one thing he announced was when UFC 304 is taking place. I think it's 304. 304, yeah, it's 304. It's taking place in Perth, Australia. You heard me right, Perth, Australia. Now people are saying, yo, why Perth? Because TKO, if you know TKO, who owns UFC, had a WWE, who also owned by TKO, had an event in Perth. And that went very, very well. That event went very well. They sold like 60,000 or more tickets just for WWE. And their main event was, a lackluster main event. But the star was an Australian star. So obviously, hella fans are fucking with it. And during that trial, when they were building up that event for WWE, that fans was going crazy, bro. So obviously they saw WWE was like, yo, we want to have something like that too. So obviously that's where they're going to Perth. And bro, when I say, yo, this is going to be a good ass main event. And before I even talk about main event, I know there's going to be people in the comments, yo, why not Sean Strickland? Why the fuck is Sean Strickland not getting a rematch? And I'll tell you why. Tell me how many title defense Sean Strickland had and how many title defense that Izzy had. Just go ahead, tell me. Yeah, 0 and 10, bro. Like, come on, guys. If you say Sean Strickland deserved a rematch, I'm kind of going to disagree with you, but I see your point, right? I see why you think he deserved a rematch. But, bro, you cannot tell me Sean deserved a more rematch than Izzy. I know Sean beats Izzy, but Izzy was a dominant champion, bro. He literally cleared out the division. The reason why he fought Sean, remember, because he had nobody else to fight. And he was fighting 3 times a year. 3 or 4. He was staying mad active, more active than any other champion we've seen so far. So if that don't deserve him a belt, what else? And again, people who say Sean deserve a rematch is Sean fans, fucking try-hard fans who dick ride him, who are upset that their favorite fighter lost to a robbery. And again, I don't want to say if that's a robbery or not, but don't forget, guys, if it's a close fight, it's not a robbery. It's a close fight. It could have went either fucking way, guys. But like I'm saying, I do think Sean does deserve a title opportunity in the future, right? And I feel like he would. Like, guys, you guys don't think that maybe they want to do Izzy versus Du Plessis, Izzy win the Izzy versus Sean again, a rematch number 2? Because we all know that when the fighter lose, they want to avenge their loss, like GGP did. GSP, my bad. GSP did against both his losses. The both guys he lost to, what happened? He came back and knocked them ass out. So obviously we may see Sean versus Izzy, right? And if you're a Sean fan, you would rather see that, because we also what happened when Sean fought Izzy. Sean outclassed him. He outstriked him. He pretty much 5-0 Izzy. So if you're a Sean fan, you just need to be a little patient. But again, bro, this is a good main event. I'm just confused, right? Why do you have this in Australia? I know Izzy's kind of big because where he lost last time was in Australia. I'm pretty sure it was Sydney. So, which is pretty funny that he's going back to where he fucking lost. But I digress, bro. I don't know why. I thought they were going to have a South Africa event, like where Du Plessis is from, where they would try to put an event there, Rumble in the Jungle Part 1 and UFC style, right? But I guess they don't want to do that because remember, the whole beef around this was African versus African. Like, yo, you're African enough, it was all that kind of beef. So I thought you would want Rumble in the Jungle for UFC version with Izzy versus Du Plessis, because they were kind of having beef before before Sean beat Izzy. Remember, it was supposed to be Izzy beat Sean, and then Izzy versus Du Plessis because Du Plessis was injured. But instead, we had that switch swap. We had Sean versus Du Plessis instead, and we saw what happened there. But again, guys, going back to the rematch, no UFC champion. No, it's so rare. It's so rare where a champion lose their belt in the first title defense and they get immediate rematch. Look at Charles. Look at Charles, bro. If you want to talk about deserve, Charles lost his belt, right? Don't forget, Charles lost his fucking belt because he had to vacate because of weight miss. Remember, he overscaled weight by like 0.5 when he fought Justin. Remember, and so he didn't win the belt. So then he went to face Islam, and Islam beat him, and technically he didn't have the belt, so he was like, nah, you don't get the rematch. If Charles doesn't get a rematch, Sean doesn't get a fucking rematch, bro. I feel like I like how this is going. If you want a rematch, you have to done something amazing. You have to at least have more than 3 title defenses to deserve a rematch, you know? Not your first title defense, because we all say the same thing. We don't like rematches unless if they're close, right? There's no point of a rematch unless it's controversial, and even then people don't want to see rematches, right? We want to see guys versus new guys, right? So in my opinion, Du Plessis versus Izzy is a good fight. It's a deserved fight for Izzy. We gotta see where he's back. I thought Izzy was going to fight Kamza because that was going to be a very competitive fight, but we all saw what happened. Kamza is fighting Robert Whittaker, and most likely that is for the #1 contender. So I don't know where that leaves Sean, really. I don't know what Sean, I feel like Sean also, in my opinion, if you want to do something, you should have Sean versus the winner of Whittaker versus Kamza. If Sean doesn't want to, if he wants to wait, right? If he wants to wait, but if he wants to stay active, then you deserve to give Sean someone else, and then you guys go have a who deserved the #1 contender, who deserved to face Izzy next or Du Plessis next, whoever wins, right? If the matchup even happens, but in my opinion, it's most likely going to happen, guys. But anyways, that's the whole video. Like I said, it's heavily rumored. It looks like they're in talks, and I feel like it's going to happen because again, Izzy was trying to come back. It's been like how many? It's been, but when he does come back, it would have been a year break for him, which he deserved. Again, he was the most active champion. You can't give nothing away from him. So it'll be interesting to see how he comes back. See if he's still him. It's still see if he's still the Izzy we all know, right? Or is it actually Du Plessis time? And Du Plessis go get his first title defense. And who's next? Whoever wins. In my opinion, is either Kamza or Sean Strickland. Anyways, let me know. Do you think, if it's even true, do you think Izzy deserved the rematch? You think Sean deserved the rematch? Or you think someone else deserved a match? But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.